Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well and having a good day. Now this is my basic guide to Abathur. Abathur it's a very unique champion. He is, or she is, or it is, I think in my opinion, absolutely amazing. Especially from level 10 onwards. It's a split pusher type that can be used. It can be used as a healer, so it's a very versatile champion. It could be used for team fights. It could pretty much for anything that you like. It's a very versatile champion. So let's go through the ability. Let's have a look now. Now he can't have a mode. He can't use a mouse, but what he can do on a cooldown basis with your Z, you can teleport to any visible location on the map. So that's very handy ability. It's absolutely amazing. With a slow delay, you can basically teleport to any visible location on the map. That's what's basically used as a mount. He basically does a tunnel and teleports there. It's like, you know. Okay, so his availability, you've got the first one, your Q. What your Q does is you basically become a part of your ally. It gives you three different availability. It gives you a melee, three different ability. Gives you a melee, a ranged one, and a shield for your ally. Very nice for team fights, poking. If your champion, for example, is melee, you can use it's absolutely fantastic. Now your W, what it does is it's you basically can put a mines that can reveal enemies and damage after certain seconds. It becomes a mine. So basically, it's a nice ability, not very useful, but hey, it's what it is. Okay. Okay, so basically your F availability is spawns a bug that attacks the nearby enemy for 15 seconds, etc. Which is quite nice. It's got 25 seconds. It's got 25 seconds cooldown. So it's got sorry, that's your passive basically. So what you do is your passive. So your passive is I'm just used to I'm used to remembering I know them by heart. Never really read through them because I had so many games with him. Okay, so basically what it does is this is your passive. Every 15 seconds for 25 seconds you spawn a bug that goes into that lane. Depending which lane you are, it goes automatically to that lane forward basically and starts hitting them. Then you have two types of R. What you can do is you can the first one of your ultimate, you can choose either to go with a copy of champion, which is not ideally my preferred one. So basically you can copy an ally, a hero, and control it for 20 minutes. So basically you make additional copy of an ally and you can control it. Gives you their availability, etc. Gathering and then of course gathering plus it's 20% ability power, 20% attack damage, and 10% movement speed. You cannot use the cloud, of course. You can't use the ultimate ability, which is alright. Now, my personal favorite is what you do is so what you can do is this your secondary heroic availability is basically you evolve a minion into basically it becomes a large monster. So what is the good part of this one? So imagine with your passive, you're on one lane. So you're on that lane. You keep on spawning your passive every 15 seconds. You keep on spawning a minion. So obviously you get experience from that lane, and you are pushing that lane. And then after level 10, if you click on this one, you can spawn, for example, how I like to do it and how I speak to my team. I get I evolved an minion on the top lane, so I stay on the bottom lane with my passive, automatically gets pushed, and on the top lane, I spawn. You can basically I tend to evolve a minion that then with my Q, I can control, I can shield, and I can also use abilities. So basically, I can control it. Now, the minion is obviously a bit. It could kill a champion if you play it smart, but it has lower damage than the champion. Okay, so but however, what I want to do is then you speak to your team, you tell them go mid lane, because for example, let's imagine we work on a 3-lane map. You go, for example, I'm on the bottom with my passive that keeps on pushing on its own. Then I can evolve a minion on the top lane, and then with my Q I can attach to it. So what happens after that is I can actually control that one and push 2 lanes separately. The bot lane I don't need to worry about it because that's obviously. And then if I see, as soon as I see my team being for example playing 5 versus 5 or whatever, I would remove with my Q from the evolved minion, and I would attach my Q to the AD, to the assassins basically. Why assassins? Because they do a lot of damage and they have very little health. So with your shields, you could keep them alive a little bit. You can of course help them out with your availability, with your ability, etc. You can give them a hand. So let's go through the talents. On level 1, you've got 2 options. It really depends how you feel the game goes. Now, personally, I like to go with the regeneration. So basically, this is an ability. Once your Q is attached to your champion, this is your shield. So basically, what your shield does, it heals a target for 64 health per second over 4 seconds. So imagine that's like 200. Well, that's like 200 health, roughly saying. So that's a lot. That's like 200 health. It is a lot, and it has it's a low cooldown. It's like 10 seconds or 15 seconds cooldown, I believe. Alternatively, you could go with which is also one of my preferred as well, passive. You can go with your passive. So basically, the bugs that you spawn every 15 seconds, they have additional health and duration, so you can increase the duration by 40. So they have 50% more health and duration by 40%. So you can imagine, basically if you increase, if they're durable for 25 seconds, and if for 25 seconds, and if you increase it for 40% more on your passive, it's gonna be like another 20 seconds. No, sorry, it's gonna be like 12 seconds more, and then a lot more health, which is quite handy. So it really depends. But then I personally really like that one, because the health generation, it's really nice. I really like that one. So I tend to go as a healer, because what happens is that I just split push, and then the split push I could leave it on its own with my passive, and then the monster, once you evolve a minion, you can leave it on its own. It will carry on pushing this lane. And do you see what I mean? So basically, I prefer to go with healing. Why? Because I'm already pushing 2 lanes. So it's quite, and then 4 people could be giving pressure in the mid, which is really nice. So let's go through again. Level 4, I would go with my E once again. Okay, why my E? Increases the shield amount of blah blah by 40%. Allow them increase after end. Okay, so basically it increases the shield amounts by 40%. So level 7, I would go to. I would also go with my. Why I keep on going with my. That's how I personally played. But like I said, you could play it in many other ways. I will, because what happens is that then imagine a team fight. Because imagine a team fight, and if you shield one, all the nearby allies will be shielded as well, including minions, etc., etc. So imagine how strong is that. Even with your, even if you attach, it depends on which ally you attach. So yeah, that's quite nice. Level 10, of course, I go to, I take the second one, the evolution of a minion. So basically you evolve on a minion that gains 5% health, 5% basic attack damage, etc, etc, etc. So it's quite handy. Level 13. Now level 13, I always go with a passive. So what happens is you basically increase your passive, the bugs that you spawn. The basic attacks does 50% more damage, and upon death it explodes, dealing 102 damage. So obviously as you level up, those numbers change, etc. So and then the very best one, level 16. That's when you really control the fight. So you basically, your shield has a healing. Your shield, it shields also other allies. Yeah, it has healing over time. It shields other allies, and now also it gives an increased 40% movement speed for 3.5 seconds, which is absolutely amazing. So if it touches anybody else with the shield, you also would give them increased movement speed. So it's not only one. So if you're in a team fight, you'll give a movement speed to everybody for 3.5 seconds. That's very amazing, because to chase down targets, your team could chase down targets, and they also escape from not dying, which is absolutely amazing. I really like level 16. And level 20, of course, we put another point onto our evolution. Okay. So that's pretty much my guide, to be honest. I use Abathur mostly as a healer and as a split pusher. That's how you use him, because that's how I find him. Obviously you're not physically on a lane, you always stay behind the towers, and you stay behind the towers and everything, so that you're not really, you're really active. You have to look at the map all the time, non-stop. It's a very versatile champion, but that's my personal favorite build. That I found most helpful in many ways. So imagine getting the experience from 2 lanes with your monster, etc., and then split pushing 2 lanes, and then your team has 4. And also you can help your team as well by healing them, etc, etc, etc. So it's like pretty much you do 3 things at the same time. As long as you're very quick with your Q, and you're very smart with your Q ability, that's the most important. So basically, for example, you see that it's about to start a team fight. Your Q is currently on your evolved minion, split pushing the top lane, for example, in your bot lane. The team fight is in the mid lane, so you have to just quickly switch, change to the assassin, apply your Q to the assassin. It's got very short cooldown, I think about it. It's got 5 or 6 seconds cooldown. Change to your assassin, make sure it's healed, and then obviously once you attach with your Q, you get additional 2 abilities. One is a ranged ability, the other one is a melee ability. It's amazing. So basically, once you healed your assassin, make sure you see your assassin is not focused, you switch again, you put it to your tank, the one that's getting damaged, so you put the heal, so you can get, do you see what I mean? So you can get a bit of healed as well, etc, etc, etc. It's so you can imagine, meanwhile your R is automatically pushing the top lane. You are on the bot lane, on the bot lane, so therefore your passive that respawn bugs every 15 seconds. It's also pushing the bot lane, so therefore you are pretty much doing three things at the same time, and it's so difficult for their team. And it's amazing. I think it's one of the very best. If played well, it's one of the very best champions in my opinion. Okay, well, hopefully you liked my guides. I really hope you hit that like button, and hopefully and leave a comment if you have a better opinion, or if you know a better build for him for it, and let me know. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to hear your thoughts. And yeah, see you soon. Thank you very much.